Hi there, good evening everybody. Want to welcome you all here to the Prog Monster. My name is Murph and I am the host of this show. So we're here to do an episode of Who Did It Better. This is a show that Ben picks a song and a couple bands. I listen to them and then I tell you who I think did it better. So the song we're going to be doing today comes from this band. The song is called 21st Century Schizoid Man, which is, I believe, the opening track on this album. There were my glasses on, so can't really see, but I think that's the case. And the other cover version is by April Wine on their Harder Faster album. Now, for me, it was kind of a reverse. It went from, instead of going from this to April Wine, it actually went the reverse way for me. My first encounter with the song was on Harder Faster, which I bought back in the early 80s. And loved the album, but I never really liked that song. I didn't think it sounded like an April Wine song to me. And then my friend, my childhood friend, he pointed out that that song was actually originally by King Crimson. And then he showed me the album in the store one afternoon and tried to talk me into getting it and listening to it. No, I wasn't interested. And I think the reason was I didn't really like the April Wine version, so I just figured I'm not going to like that version either. So I basically never listened to their version for about 40 years until I bought the album recently, maybe like at the beginning of this, when I started this channel, and I actually like their version quite a bit more. I think because it sounds more like their style of music, where the April Wine version didn't really sound like April Wine to me. Plus, I was younger then and I was into April Wine. I wasn't really into progressive rock, especially progressive rock that was hard to get into. So I think that's pretty much the reasoning for the whole thing. And now I still prefer the King Crimson version over the April Wine version, although I haven't heard the April Wine version for a while. I just think that King Crimson just does a better version of it. So for me, who did it better? King Crimson did it better, in my opinion. Maybe the April Wine version will come on at some point now that I've got a totally different perspective on the song than I used to have. But not going to find out in recent times. I haven't seen that album around, Harder Faster, so I guess I could get it on the greatest hits, but I don't think it's on one of them. Anyways, please hit the like and subscribe. If you want to make any comments about this version or that version of the song, like either the April Wine or King Crimson version, you can do that. Or you can just tell me who you prefer, which version you prefer. Or, you could just talk about either of the two bands. That would be fine as well. So we will be back next Friday night for another episode of Who Did It Better. Take care and have yourself a good evening, and goodbye here from the Prog Monster.